Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ryan, and today I would like to talk a little bit about Wuthering Waves, its story, and what's its state right now. Its lows, its highs, and just overall my opinion on it right now. But first of all, KURO has dropped a new video for us, and they are probably preparing us for what is next to come. I have seen a very interesting thumbnail, and I am very interested to see what they have cooked up for us. The video is titled Wuthering Waves Renacita Narrative Recap, so very excited for it. Let's see what they have here. Civilization of 1,000 Islands. Holy shit. Back up a little bit. I'm not that fast of a reader. Jesus. Okay, the civilization of 1,000 islands begotten by their divine voice. Across the sea you sail, prompted by an invitation letter. Okay, so that's just 2.0, right? Your chapter starts with a bang at the carnival. Oh, yeah.
Join us. Pour your essence into this endless play.
Yeah.
Would never recede.
Yeah, the best of the best right there.
The high tide is upon us.
Use your humble strength to defy the raging current of fate.
Doth wander briefly amongst thy kind.
The formidable power once wielded to guard Septimont is now tainted by the dark tide.
Oh, dear Sentinel, please forgive my transgressions.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
You still think you're the king of the world before the tides of fate. We are all but humble servants.
But I prefer to handle this my way.
This carnival is just the beginning.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
I will end you.
I'm here to save you! What are you two plotting in Renacita?
Combat makes the greatest warriors unsalvageable, fractured into pieces. This is chaos.
Then I will sever that fate with my blade.
Holy shit, one second. Okay, so we've got our first look at Shi Yuan, or how do you read that? Right? Let me look at it one more time. Oh, okay, so also he's going to have a sword. Okay, so he's a sword user. Nice. Very glad to see it. I think we've got quite enough support characters. Like, you know, of course, like, she's a little bit specialized, but still, I am very glad to see that he's going to be a damage dealer, probably. Oh, did he just snap the sword out of his sheath with just one finger? Damn. Okay, yeah. They are cooking with that one. Nice. Glad to see it, and like overall, very glad to see them do a very nice recap. Oh, and it's also an announcement of the special broadcast. Nice. Well, anyways, back to the point at hand. Very glad to see like what we have been through since the beginning of 2.0, so that's of course cool. But I do want to talk about the story for a little bit, because I think there are some caveats which we do need to understand that they are happening in the story right now. So, like, of course, I'm going to be mainly focused at 2.6 and how it performed in my opinion, but it's like, I know that it's probably going to sound a little bit that I'm unsatisfied with it, but that's far from the truth. I have actually very much enjoyed the story. It is fun, it is enticing, mainly because I've just finished like the second part of the 2.6 story quest with Yuno, and that was just amazing. But the first half is something that I really do want to talk about, because I have found there some things that I wasn't really satisfied with, and I think that they should be addressed going forward. Mainly the pacing, that's the name of the game here, because like that quest was long as shit. Like, to be honest, I have been playing that thing for like 4 or 4.5 hours, almost to 5 hours of runtime, and of course I have been taking breaks, but still. That's something that I think is truly unnecessary, mainly because like there was so much yapping involved that I really found quite I found it quite hard to enjoy it to its fullest, because like, of course, the start of the story was amazing. The introduction of the characters of Augusta, of Yuno, that was so cool. The hunt, the whole premise was very interesting. Did they deliver on that, on my expectations? Because like, let's look at the story. Like, what's the premise? The premise is that Augusta, the F4 of Septimont, has invited Rover on a big-ass hunt to go and kill some fucking TDs. Like, go and just slap the shit out of the Dark Tide. So, plain and simple, right? What would you, as a normal, rational player, expect to happen? Shitload of combat, right? Sure as shit, I did expect something like that. And of course, yeah, we even got some combat. Like, but was it really enough to satisfy the expectation? Like, it actually could have been. But it was very, very overshadowed and imbalanced by the constant yapping. Like, of course, like, when we got through the introduction, which was very neat, very fast, very good paced, well paced, we kind of stumped there for a little bit, because we got to the camp, then we went to the Tetragon Temple. Yeah, of course, there was some yapping involved. We got a little bit more in-depth introduction into the story, and that's fine and all. But when we like hunted down the dinosaur, then it went all to shit, because then we started just yapping away at Augusta's backstory. And of course, I'm all for tragic backstories, like, they make or break the character, right? Their backstories. But in this case, it really could have been cut much shorter, in my opinion, because, like, of course, yeah, with like an hour and a half in to the quest, I was like, fine, I get it. Like, she had a fucking rough childhood. She, like, and mainly in Murmurstown, when you just went like 30 feet cutscene, 30 feet small fight cutscene. Like, holy shit, that was almost to the point of being annoying as hell, in my opinion. So yeah, I really think that they should improve upon that. But like, then again, we got an amazing patch before that with WUWA. It was great. Even though there wasn't that much combat involved, it was still great because it really suited her character. And that's what I'm talking about, because Augusta, like, she's a warrior, you know? You expect there to be lots of fighting involved in her questline. So there being so much yapping as there was really does not suit her character at all. Then again, with Yuno, in comparison, in the second part, I really did not expect there to be that much combat, and there wasn't, essentially, until the finale and the conclusion of the quest. There essentially wasn't any combat, but I didn't mind it because the story was interesting. I felt really drawn into it. Rover was greatly emotional in that, and that's something that I really appreciate, because Rover has been quite of a kind of a blank slate in the latest quests. So yeah, I have enjoyed that, and I didn't need the combat. But the story was written very well, the screenplay, the script, the narrative, everything was perfect. So for me, Yuno's questline is an easy 8.5 out of 10, and Augusta's more like a 7. Because, like, as I've said, the yapping really did a number on me. Because, of course, like, the finale of the quest was epic. It was amazing. It had one of the biggest plot twists in WUWA's history. And I was actually getting shivers from it. But still, I really didn't have my heart into it at that point, because I was just tired of all the yapping in that quest. Anyways, that's just my opinion on it. Don't take my word for it. If you played, you probably have your own opinion on it. But another thing I do want to talk about is actually Rover. And Rover, I kind of have a little pet peeve with him for a while now, because, like, I have noticed one very important thing with Rover. I think, and I'm going to say it as straight as possible, I think he really lacks character development. Because Rover, when we look at him, he is essentially a blank slate. Yeah, of course, like, he's a hero, he has insane battle prowess, he has insane battle IQ, he has a good as I said, moral compass, and just a heroic persona overall, of course. But other than that, I think he quite lacks some story character development, because like since the beginning, what was his goal? To get his memories back, to help everything in help anyone or anything that he comes across, basically. Or I don't know if that's his goal, but he does it, so fuck it. But still, he really doesn't look back, and that's what I find the most lacking in his character development. Because like, let's look at Frollo, for example. Like, he fucked up big time over there. Like, we all saw it, we were all frustrated by it. Like, he could have handled that much more better, but he didn't. So yeah, of course, like, he made a mistake, but did he reflect on it? Not even a fucking single bit. And that's what I'm pissed off about, because Rover as an NMC should be relatable, and relatable heroes make mistakes, they acknowledge mistakes, they are in pain, they suffer. That's something that makes a great hero. Someone who overcomes difficulties and rises to be even better than he was before. But Rover is essentially perfect and cannot go wrong since the beginning. So that's something I really would like to see changed in the future. Because like, let's look at it. Like, Rover is the one who always helps. And like, of course, it's a gacha game. Like, the stories are about the characters, and Rover is there to help them out, to save their asses, and be the hero of them all. Yeah, of course, like, that's okay. Like, for the most part. But it doesn't really do the character much justice. Because I would really appreciate it, for example, if the roles would be reversed for once, where Rover would actually be the one in need of help, where Rover would stand in front of a difficult, I don't know, enemy or stuff like that, and he just wouldn't be enough to handle it alone. Like, I would be very much inclined to see a story quest that would be more Rover-centered than character-centered. And yeah, that's essentially what I'm trying to say, like, about Rover. Like, another point of view. Let's look and let's compare him to, like, comic book heroes, right? Rover is more of a, like, DC hero, right? They are the personifications of ideals, of perfect heroes with supernatural powers who just cannot go wrong, and they always try to be their best selves. Like, that's neat, and I'm not dissing on DC heroes, not even a little bit, but that's fun and all, but it doesn't do the best for readers to really, like, feel related, or for the heroes to be relatable to the reader. On the other hand, Marvel heroes, they do have their faults, they do have their issues, sometimes pretty big ones, and they are much more down to earth, because of that, they are more relatable. Of course, like, Rover is great for self-insertion, mainly because he is quite a blank slate himself. Yeah, he's just like this tough guy, you know, he's brave and all, he's smart, of course, he has tons of different titles by now, and he raises up everything that he comes across. So yeah, of course, he's the best possible, like, gacha game MC. But he could stand to be a little bit more human. He could stand to be a little bit more in pain. He could stand to fucking at least have a little bit of remorse. For example, for Frollo and how her quest ended up. But he just brushed it off and went on to the hunt in search of the journey in paradise, and nothing else matters, right? So yeah, that's my opinion on the story so far. Like, overall, I think it is great. It's in the best possible place it could have ever been. In WUWA, it is just only going to get better, because we are nearing the full climax of the version 2. point something something of Woodring Waves, and it's only going to be ramped up from here on. So I'm very excited to see what they have prepared for us. Journeying Paradise is going to be amazing. Galbrenna is going to be amazing. We know that all of us know that. So yeah. Well, anyway, thanks for listening to me. Yeah, guys, I think I went on long enough. I think I got my points across, and if you liked the video, please leave a like and sub. Nothing would make me happier. And yeah, as always, have a blessed day, you guys, and peace.